Are Godless Dollars illegal coinage? Were they produced illegally? Well, first we need to talk about In God We Trust, our official motto now, a little bit of history on it, and why I say that it's potentially illegal that these were produced the way they were. A lot of people thought that the motto and date and all was removed from these coins, but it's actually on the edge lettering. But some of them are missing the edge lettering, so they have no date, but we know they're 2007 because of the fact that that's when the year they started, George Washington, and that they had the motto on the edge, as well as the mint mark and E pluribus unum, which means out of many one. A lot of people don't know that used to be our motto. Let's look at the history of In God We Trust on coinage. The first time In God We Trust appeared on coinage was in 1864 on the 2-cent piece. It was during the Civil War. And on this, obviously, you have the small motto and the large motto, which are really just different fonts. If you actually look at it, the fonts are just different shapes. Yes, they're different sizes, but they're also different shapes. They're not the same font. So I always tell people, look for different fonts. But that's not what we're talking about here currently. We know the small motto is rare. It's worth a lot of money. And that's what you look for in 2-cent pieces for the 1864. So I did a little bit of research here, look up a little Google search. And like I said, in 1866, the motto was then added to silver and gold coins. 1908, it was restored after it was removed on the double eagles. 1916, it was added to the 10-cent piece. In 1955, Congress mandated that In God We Trust be included on all U.S. currency, and it became the official motto in 1956. And it's allowed on buildings, it was put on currency, the whole thing. So that's the history in a nutshell, and you can come over to, and I confirmed this with 3 different sources, but I've got a couple here I want to put up. I don't trust the AI information very often, but if I can confirm it with, other sources to be accurate, then I can use it. But that's basically the history of In God We Trust. It replaces E pluribus unum as our motto, and it's been our motto ever since. It's allowed on government buildings and on our coinage and on our currency. And a Gallup poll in 2003 said 90% of Americans have no problem with it, but there are people who do have a problem with it. But anyway, getting back to that, since it is actual legislation that is supposed to be on our coinage, accidentally leaving it off coinage, a lot of people thought that that was on purpose. And this is one of the things that drives me nuts about the media and this result here on Google. It says Godless Dollars is a term for hundreds of Washington dollars that were released without the usual mottos and the dates. The U.S. denied that the errors were intentional, but some conspiracy theorists and paranoid Christians claim that it was a deliberate attempt to remove God from U.S. currency. Now, it's not that people are paranoid or conspiracy theorists. I mean, yeah, you can say they were conspiracy theorists, but why not just say it's the opinion of some Christians and some theorists that it was a conspiracy to remove God from U.S. currency? Why is AI and a Google search labeling people accordingly? This is what is wrong with the media. Doing this. The wording of this is not acceptable to me. I don't accept that. I don't like how that says. Not because it's saying, it could have said paranoid Muslims. It could have said anything. It doesn't matter. It's in God we trust. So it doesn't signify which God people are trusting in. To me, there's only one God. My God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross for me, and that's my way of salvation. I'm a Christian. It's Jesus. But God to Muslims and God to all other religions is different. This could mean any God. So it's not just Christians. It's not just any, if 90% of people want that on our coins or have no problem with it, then it's not just paranoid Christians or conspiracy theorists. I mean, yes, it would be a conspiracy if it was going on, it's theory, but I don't like the way things are worded there. I just don't like it at all. But anyway, getting back to that. So get off my soapbox and get back to these errors. They're just errors. Now, legally, the U.S. Mint must put the motto on coinage. They didn't, by accident. Now, if I accidentally break the law, I still broke the law. So in reality, they're kind of illegal, technically. But is it an offense that's going to get anybody in trouble? No, obviously not. I mean, this is clear back in 2007, and it's happened on other dates. But technically, yes, it was illegal to produce these. But it was an accidental mistake, and, they're worth a little bit of extra money, even though they don't have what's required by law to be put on the coins. They don't even have a denomination on them. So they don't have their denomination. That's supposed to be on the edge lettering. They don't have the motto, which is on the edge lettering. They don't have any other wording that's supposed to be on our coinage. And that's why I say, technically, yes, they're illegal. It was illegal to produce this way. But they created a mint error, and everybody knows it was a mistake. And I thought that'd be kind of interesting to talk about. We didn't have In God We Trust on coinage from the beginning. It didn't start until 1864 and wasn't our official motto until 1956. And that's a long time to think. I mean, it's pretty close to getting on the 200 years before we made it our official motto. And like I said, God can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. I know what God means to me. So I'm neutral about it. Am I glad it's on coins? Yes, because God to me is, I do trust in God. I trust in Jesus. That's in the Holy Spirit. That's how I am. Other people might trust in a different God. That's up to them. But yeah, I'm fine with it being on our coins. I think it should be on our coins. I don't mean it that way. But people talk about godless dollars. It didn't bother me. It's not something I'm going to be paranoid about or worry about, because it's what's in here. It's not what's on our coins. It's not what's on our buildings. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.